Hi, everybody. Welcome into your monthly spiritual messages. This is me, Bloomingdale. I'm here. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying things a little different this time. I've got a little bit of a different setup here, and we're doing the live streams a little bit differently just for now. So, this is going to be your guidances for the month of August, all right? If you guys are tuning in and you're brand new here, you can go ahead and look inside of the description box below this video where you can see the timestamps placed there for you so you can get straight to your sign. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and start off with just the elements for you guys. And in case any of you guys are wondering, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm feeling amazing. Life is good. Had a great day. Went outside, enjoyed so much nature, sun, all that great stuff. I'm doing very well. I healed pretty fast. I think I had a little bit of an overheating moment because I spent so much time sun gazing and just sitting in the sun and sweating and doing yoga. And it actually was a little too much. But nevertheless, I'm good now, hydrated and well. So let's your elements. See what we have going on for fire elements. So this is going to be Amen Ra. Yes, the sun god. This is going to be Amen Ra, which is going to be your Aries sign. This is also going to, and it's also going to be Neat, which is going to be Sagittarius. Okay, so these are the Kemetic deities. So we have you guys' African proverb here. And your African proverb says, the last to be rich ascends the mountain. Okay, the last to be rich ascends the mountain. So that is pretty self-explanatory there. Let's see your cards, what we have here. Okay, sorry for the noise. And today I am actually using a beautiful deck. I love the artwork. It's really beautiful, very astral realmy, very colorful, bright, positive, high frequency. So right off the bat for our beautiful fire elements, okay, this can include whether you are a sun, moon, or rising in fire element. The first thing we have going on for you guys intuitively, the message is going to be evolution. You guys are in a phase right now where you're really going to be experiencing evolution. And I see this card as a card intuitively. It's sticking up as a very important and overall guidance for you guys for the month of August. Is that you guys are growing to new heights, maturing. You guys are going to be holding a lot of wisdom because you're evolving to a new state of consciousness, a new state of awareness. There may be a lot of life experiences I see this month for you, fire elements, that are life experiences that you are viewing in new ways, through new perspectives that you never viewed before. I'm saying right off the bat, a lot of you are going to be dealing with pets, or you have pets already, or you're thinking about getting a pet. Sometimes pets actually bring really good love into the home, love into our life, because we get an extra family member and we just get this thing or this person or this entity to care for, and it brings a lot of love and joy inside of our lives. So for those of you who don't have a pet or aren't getting a pet, I'm seeing that you may be very attracted to nature's animals and entities, butterflies, all types of animals, birds. Lots of animal totems could come through you. I'm picking up more so on rabbits especially. A lot of you fire elements may be experiencing a lot of rabbits. And rabbits really are going to symbolize an anomaly, right? Kind of like diving into the matrix, diving into the hole, the rabbit hole. When you think things are going to go left, they actually go right. It's representative of, instead of doing things the same way that you used to do it, trying a new way to do things. Be sporadic, be flexible, be adaptable. And this goes hand in hand with the evolution process that you guys are going to be experiencing. I'm also seeing as well for you guys, underneath the evolution process here, we do have the Mount Shasta here. And this mountain being underneath the evolution process, I'm seeing this as something that is, an evolution is taking place for you guys where you're building foundations. Your foundation is growing. Your value system is growing this month. Okay, your principles are growing this month. What it is that you find as security, as comfort, as stability, you're going to have a new perspective on it. And this is going to bring you guys into alignment this month. So for this month, a lot of fire elements, you guys are going to be coming into alignment, coming into balance. We even have dolphins here. Right over here, we have the beautiful dolphins. And they symbolize that balance. They symbolize that air element because they communicate and sing in a very special way. I'm also seeing a dragonfly, so there's going to be opportunities. There's also going to be a sense of freedom in your decision making and a sense of not holding yourself to limits or boundaries, but evolving and breaking through your own personal boundaries. A lot of you may also be having experiences with children, okay, whether you have nieces, nephews, or whether you have your own children. And once again, this could be pets. This could be baby animals. This could be you taking care of children in the sense where you have new family members. Some of you will have your children of your own, and others of you are going to be just connecting with that childlike energy in the sense where you're going to basically be connecting the younger you with who you are today, right? And just evolving and understanding what makes you you, where you came from, the evolution process, and just overall just the entire DNA sequence, right, of your life. So off the bat, overall for fire elements, I'm seeing beautiful experiences this month of August. I'm seeing pets possible, experiences with children. I'm definitely seeing evolution, growth, and maturity. And more in particular when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your principles, when it comes to the Mount Atsa, okay? When it comes to that foundation being solidified for you guys, having room to grow, having room to evolve, having room to point up and have such a firm foundation from all of these technical magnetical plates, creating earthquakes and creating mountains, so that now it's shooting into the sky. And with these mountains, it's a foundation, but it's a foundation to reach new heights, to evolve and to go to new potentials, to the stars in this artwork. Because some mountains really aren't just mountains, they're actually old tree stumps from really long time ago, when there were when things were very large and oversized. They had very large trees, and some of these mountains are just tree stumps from these large trees. So you're growing into alignment. Spending time inside of nature is going to really help you guys this month. Seeing a need for nature, a need for being inside of the planet, the greenery, the elements, the air, the fire, the water, and taking in nature's healing abilities. Because as you are evolving and as you are changing and growing and maturing, you're going to need to replenish yourself. You're going to need to nurture yourself. You're going to need to give yourself love. And that is also going to be necessary and needed to take care of yourself, as if you were nurturing the little girl or the little boy inside of you. Okay. This is a beautiful reading. Like I said, this is just quick messages for fire element. And then let's just read you guys' African proverb again, just to come through. The last to be rich ascends the mountain. And we had Mount Shasta that I kept focusing on because, I mean, come on, it's in the synchronicities. Intuitively, there's this sense of mountain. Like I said, it represents foundation, stability, security. And it's telling you that it's not necessarily just about the money or the finance that, you know, determines your wealth this month. Your wealth this month is going to be determined not off of your finances, but off of your principles, your stability, your ability to be having a good starting point and to build. So it's about the journey there. It's about the wisdom you attain through the experiences, the growth that you have, the maturity, and the adventure, as opposed to just getting to point A, from point A to B. It's about the last to be rich actually is the one that ascends the mountain and goes through the evolution process. So powerful, powerful reading for fire element. I really hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you want a personal reading with me, you know where to find me. My links are going to be inside the description box below. It's going to be there. Check it out. You can go to, what you'll come to see is, you can see my store there where I sell handmade jewelry. And you can also just see the readings. You can get a 15-minute reading, 30-minute reading, 45-minute reading. And it's very easy to schedule a reading. You don't even have to contact me first if you don't want to. But if you have questions of business inquiries only, you can go ahead and fill out a contact form, okay? Also, therapy sessions on there as well for EFT, which I am certified in. So we're going to move on to the next element for the evening. Okay, and I believe this is actually air, so I'm going to put that back. And we're going to look at what we have going on for the earth elements. All this mountain talk, and we're going to earth, the real foundation. Excuse me, you guys. Welcome in, everybody. So yes, now we are going to be moving towards the earth element. Welcome in so much, you guys. This is going to be your reading for the month of August. Spiritual guidance, spiritual messages coming in through for, of course, Ptah and Het Heru, which is going to be, of course, the Taurus individuals. We also have this message for the other earth elements, which is going to be our dear, 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 luscious Aset. Okay, Aset, luscious Virgo, luscious purity and Mother Nature, Divine Mother Goddess, Queen Mother Goddess, Aset. And then lastly, of course, Amut, which is going to be Capricorn. All right. So what do we have going on for you guys? Let's read your African proverb, okay? As we look at it here, it says, no matter how tall your grandfather was, you'll have to do your own growing, right? So this is a proverb. What does a proverb stand for? What does it symbolize? It symbolizes wisdom. It's a word that directly, you know, means wisdom. So an African wisdom, an African proverb, to make one wiser. No matter how tall your grandfather was, you'll have to do your own growing. So this is coming through as life is yours to live. This life is for you guys to live, my dear earth elements. It's not about what so-and-so did. It's not about who did that. It's about you and your experience and you needing to grow and you needing to experience the adventures, the ups, the downs, the sideways of life. for yourself. Okay, so even though it is an experience for yourself, it's more about the adventure that's coming through intuitively for you guys. I'm seeing that this is actually going to be a month where some of you may be collaborating. Okay, and take what resonates with you. Don't force anything to resonate with you. Some of you will be working on your own, but overall, I'm seeing this as a very creative month for our dear, beautiful earth elements, because some of you guys are going to be co-creating with other people, trying to start a band, starting a music group, or starting a dance group, or starting a book club. Whatever it is, it could be you partnering with one person, a group of people, 3 people, but there's going to be a sense of collaboration, a sense of teamwork in order to create. Okay, some of you are going to meet people this month that are going to be pivotal for you when it comes to people that you can trust and rely on to create projects with and work on things with. Others of you will be doing this by yourself if you're not actively looking for anybody. But there is still a big underlining highlight of creativity here. We have the sacral chakra, which is the core of creation, the womb area, right? We also have the snake hair, which is symbolizing rebirth, and the wings, which is symbolizing taking flight and being of lightweight feather energy. So what is this saying for our earth signs? It's saying that you guys are going to be working on your creative aspects this month to work on creating things inside of your life. But the things that you are creating specifically have to deal with you guys meeting new boundaries, meeting new places inside of your life, coming to new heights, new potentials. And the reason why I say this is because we have up the ladder to go to your dreams. The guidance here is to dream big. The guidance here is to not limit yourself this month. Reach for the stars. Do the work. Do the climbing. Do the creating. Do the self-disciplinary things that you need to do to get to where it is that you want to be. And with the symbolism of freedom here as well, with the with all of these eyes on this dragonfly, it's symbolizing freedom. So it's about not holding yourself back. It's about not limiting yourself, making sure that you're having an open mind, not being stuck in a square, being in a star, being in the light, being in the midst of a place with no boundaries, right? Sometimes we set very good boundaries on ourselves and sometimes we don't. I'm picking up on some perfectionism. I'm picking up on some people who, at a point in their life, their shadow aspects may have been holding themselves back or not having enough conviction or trust in a process. This month, you guys are being asked to do things differently. You're guided to do things differently. And you're feeling short of opening new avenues for yourself, trying new things, taking risks. And the key thing here, other than just having that sense of freedom and of non-limitations, is also to make sure that you guys have a sense of vulnerability when it comes to your creations this month. Be vulnerable. Don't hold back. Express your feelings, express your emotions inside your artwork, inside your writing, inside your podcast. Whatever it is that you are creating, you could literally be baking a cake. You could be creating a romantic setting for you and your partner. You can create more love in your life. You can create new projections of high frequencies, of loving energy. Whatever it is that you're creating in your life, it's going to take a sense of vulnerability. It's going to take for you to do things that you may not feel comfortable doing, but you know is the right thing to do. So whatever that means for you, that's what's coming through strongly. We also have here endless opportunities. And with this endless opportunities, we're seeing all these bubbles here. And these bubbles are like the imagination. It's like the thoughts. that are coming to your mind as you create. And it has these butterflies here taking flights. So it's like endless opportunities. So it's saying here, when it comes to the air element of your imagination, of your ability to be creative, to think, to come up with ideas, the ideas that you have, earth elements, this month, take it as a blessing. Take it as a beautiful butterfly that made it through that caterpillar phase. Really be grateful for the ideas that you come up with this month, because there's going to be endless opportunities, endless ideas, endless epiphanies, endless moments of inspiration, of drive, of motivation, of reasons to reach for the stars and reach your milestones and your goals, right? It doesn't even have to be big goals, it can be little goals. There's also a sense of being able to communicate with yourself and to communicate with others, but communicating with your project in a way where you don't necessarily have to say it, but you just need to show it through expression, through your art, through your creativity. Okay? Let your work speak for itself. Let your effort speak for itself. So this is also a beautiful moment for earth elements to surrender in the month of August, so to surrender and to try to do things differently and try not to limit themselves by being too practical and too strict, but instead by, moving outside of that kind of safe, secure, stability moment into sort of vulnerability and kind of moving into the headspace more, being a little floaty, being a little bit more imaginative, is actually going to be more beneficial for you. So making sure you are grounded, of course, but don't limit yourself. Don't be a square. Loosen up and have fun this month, earth elements, and you guys are going to be great. So these are very high frequency, very positive energies for all the signs so far. Thank you so much for tuning in, earth elements. I'm wishing you guys the best. I'm wishing you guys love. I'm wishing you guys peace. I'm wishing you guys success, wealth, in many forms of wealth. Excuse me. And if you want a personal reading, you can check the links in the description box below, where you can easily schedule a 15, 30-minute, 45-minute reading with me. Traumatic experiences that are hard to move past from healing and moving forward from setbacks and shadow aspects and emotions that you feel like aren't leaving your head and things like that. But nevertheless, visit my website if you want to support me. Blessings to you guys and have a great time. Great August. Thank you. Moving on to the next sign, we are on the air element. This is, of course, going to be Shu and Tefnu, the brother and sister, the twin. The air, the moisture, the air element, the water element, right? Shu is the air, representative air. Tefnut is representative of moisture, and they are twins, brother and sister. So that is obviously going to be Gemini. And then we also have for air element Ma'at, which is the beautiful personification of a scale. It's the beautiful personification of karma, of duality, of balance, of justice, right? Of equilibrium, of yin and yang. And then, of course, we also have Ma'at Happy Asar, which is going to be, of course, happy, which is representative of the Nile River. So we have Ma'at Happy Asar, which is Aquarius pouring the wisdom, pouring the water, pouring the nourishment and knowledge and intellect and information of high frequency onto society, onto the land, onto earth, because that is needed. The humanitarian. Beautiful air signs. What do we have here for you? Let's look at your African wisdom, your African proverb. It says for you, a friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words. Right off the bat, I'm picking up for air signs. Some of you guys have a close friendship in your life that you value a lot. This could be your spouse, this could be your child, this could be your friend, this could be a lover, but this could be a pet, but either way, there's an opportunity to really connect with partnerships in your life, to really connect. If it resonates, beautiful. If it doesn't, let it be. A lot of air elements are also going to be in this stage where they're overall having a new sense of understanding how to approach life in August. You guys are approaching life with a little bit more naiveness, but not in a bad way, not in a way where you're like inexperienced, but it's more of an innocence. It's saying trust your innocence this month of August. So you guys are stepping into this sense of purity, looking at everything like it's a blank slate, looking at everything like without any dirt on it, okay? So we're looking at things from a pure sense of perspective, not about how things could go wrong, not about how things could go bad, not about how that one time you tried to do it and it didn't go well. No, air elements. This month is a different approach. This month is an approach of understanding that you have this sense of innocence where you don't know how things are going to turn out. You don't know everything. Life is new for you, as if you're a little kid in a candy shop, as if you've never been through hell, as if you've never experienced grief or stress. It's an innocence. It's like the movie The Fifth Element, where the girl with the orange hair is new to this world. She's an alien, but it's like everything's so new to her, and she's able to look at everything from such a pure perspective that life is just an adventure for you this month. The good, the bad, the ugly, the great, the beautiful, the not so beautiful, everything is just new, adventurous, worth it, entertaining, amazing. There's a very lightweight, positive energy surrounding you. And I see this is because you guys are inside of the heart space this month. You're dealing a lot with your heart chakra this month. You're dealing a lot with this sense of motherly energy, of really being able to step into some divine feminine principles, which is necessary in this life. You guys are unfurling back to love. You're looking at things from a positive perspective this month. You're looking at things from a loving perspective this month. And it is really making you, I'm seeing a transformation. So I'm seeing that this is different from how you guys may have gone throughout the past couple of years, or maybe the beginning of this year of 2022. Maybe things were more pessimistic for you, or just not as happy as they could be. And you're having a paradigm shift, a perspective shift, awe. You're experiencing humiliation, but in a way where it's innocence, and it's letting go of your pride, letting go of your ego, to say that you don't know all the answers, right? You don't know everything. Things aren't always going to end up bad. They could actually turn out remarkable. They can turn out great. Everything's new. Life isn't old because love exists within you. And this beautiful card we have here, this is actually the cover of the book for this oracle deck. It's the cover of the oracle deck container, because this card is such a magical card. It's called Our Ancient Future. And we see this African goddess on here, this Mami Wata. And it's funny because when we look at our ancient future, there's irony in here, but there's wisdom. And the irony is the paradox of time. our ancient future. How can our future be ancient? So this card to me intuitively it's symbolizing yin and yang, right? It's symbolizing duality. It's symbolizing time not existing in a linear frame of sequence of events, but time existing as something where the end is the beginning and the beginning is the end. And so forever we must trust our innocence. So you guys, it's almost like a rebirthing experience and transformation that's happening for you. You're understanding the DNA in each hand, the duality. You're understanding how life is teaching you in August that everything that is happening right now is happening because you projected good, or because of what has happened. The future is the end, and the end is the future, and it's all one. So why not live in love? Why not live in the heart space and the heart chakra? Unfurling back to love. You guys are stepping through, and I'm saying this as stepping through into love, stepping through into positivity, optimism, stepping through into the other side of the duality, moving away from the darkness, moving away from the pessimism, and moving into love and light and this feminine grace of energy, happiness, joy with the hummingbirds, gratitude with the hummingbirds, right? And saving juice and honey and love of the flower for other birds to eat, for bees to eat. They don't take it all. They leave some for the rest. It's gratitude. It's virginity in the sense of purity, right? This month is also going to be a month where you guys are going to be guided to speak your truth, because we have expressing the truth, the throat chakra. So we're working on energy centers that are right next to each other. So that's going to cause for a lot of healing and a lot of growth, because the ones that are closer to each other can kind of impact one another. If you heal one, you heal the ones around it. Really, you really do. And this is about expressing your truth, not just to others, but to yourself, right? Expressing your truth and looking at life from a point of view where you're looking at the whole perspective. You're not just looking at the negative. Expressing your truth with your friends, expressing your truth with your partnerships, the people in your life that you love, and loving them back. It's not about what they can do for you. It's about how you do for each other. A friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you've forgotten the words. Sometimes it's just about them being them and you being you. All of the romanticizing and the mediocre and the, kind of romanticizing of love and what love means and friendship means, that's being thrown outside the window this month for you, air elements. Because what it's about this month is it's about simplicity, and that's the simplicity of love and appreciation and gratitude of time, and how we use our time wisely when we transform into a love perspective. What a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. Very high vibrational. And it's a beautiful time for these beautiful messages. Why? Because nature is really expressive right now. And it's going to be very loud. The birds are going to be going crazy in the sky. The animals or totems are going to be like really out there for real. The guidance is going to be beautiful because everything is moving in love right now. That is the basis of a lot of the collective reading for even the month of August for everyone. So my dear air signs, thank you so much for tuning into your beautiful reading. And of course, balance. And that's why I'm holding the Ankh, because it's a symbolism of just being and letting things be, in a sense, simplistic and exist in its duality form. And that's what you guys' message was all about. So if you want a personal reading with me, you know exactly where to find me. Check out the link in the description box. You will see the link tree, which will have the links that literally say book reading. Okay, so it's not hard to find how to book a reading, you guys. If you really are lost, okay, but no need to message me asking me how to book a reading when the link says book reading, okay? And then when I tell you how to book it, you never book it. Happens a lot. It's getting old. Sorry, y'all. I got a lot of Virgo in me, so certain pet peeves. But yeah, book a reading with me, do an EFT session, and it's always going to be appreciated. And I love you guys. Keep spreading your love and enjoy your month of August. Moving on to the next sign or the next element with my dry, dull humor here. If you get dry humor, it's great. If you don't, it's kind of like, what? So yes, welcome in, my dear water element. This is going to be your reading for the month of August. All right. More loving energy. Yes. And I'm feeling the blue jay feather for you guys too. So welcome in. This is going to be your intuitive messages, guidances for the month of August. Looks like my camera's lagging there. Hopefully not too much, y'all. Hopefully not too much. All right. Your African proverb is going to be, if you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. Let go of your egoistic traits. What are you doing? I'm kidding. Not all of you are doing this, right? But there's got to be a good amount if it's coming through for the reading. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But with this African proverb, if you are filled with pride, then you have no room for wisdom. This also comes through not just to scold at you and say, you're filled with pride. Let go of your pride. You have too much pride inside of yourself, and you need to let go of your pride so you can have more wisdom. This also, actually, it can mean that, but it can also mean not that you have pride, but that you may feel a sense of not really being recognized for your gifts, your talents, not getting the recognition that you feel that you deserve. But this African proverb is coming through intuitively, I feel, to humble you, to give you a sense of humility, to understand that, hey, there's good that comes from not having that validation or not having that mainstream, mediocre, sort of exaggerated expectation of success in today's modern world, right? You may not need that because life may be trying to teach you more wisdom type of experiences, right? Than pride and things to fill up your ego. So right now it's about having compassion. When you guys have compassion, I'm seeing that you guys this month are going to be gifted with even more wisdom, and wisdom is wealth. With this loving compassion on this card, I'm actually seeing a feminine presence. I'm seeing a female energy. I'm feeling a lot of female energy. We have like, these are actually all beautiful artwork paintings from the artist. And I see some like angel mother figure from the astral realm here. So we have like a head here with a halo, which we know a lot of the Kemetic deities had halos way before Christianity stole the concept. And we have the wings here. And then we have the heart right in the chest area. And we have the body, the legs. And she's kind of even standing almost like Ptah, almost like a pharaoh, holding her hands together. And it looks like a motherly energy. So it's coming through for me. You guys are going to be stepping into your ability to have compassion, accepting yourself for who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly, the shadow, everything, and accepting yourself in wholeness, completeness. You're complete just the way you are, and you're accepting yourself and having so much compassion for yourself that you are able to accept others with that level of empathy and compassion this month. And this is going to be creating new blueprints, a ripple effect here. So we have a ripple effect, and we have something like a butterfly here. So this is like a butterfly effect. We have a butterfly effect that's going to be occurring. Projections of love and compassion. You could literally be going go check your mailbox. You could be throwing trash out in the dumpster in your front yard or walking to the trash dumpster. And you will have beautiful experiences with people, with beings, with entity, with life, with the world, because of how much compassion and love you're coming from. It is coming through as well for my dear, beautiful water elements, right? Set, which is going to be Pisces. Kepra, the dung beetle, the beautiful, amazing dung beetle that is all about love, that is all about rebirth and comfort, that has its eggs and its beautiful larva inside of the dung, and it rolls it to the top of the hill, and the sun comes up. And when the sun comes up at dawn, that larva bursts with all of that abundance, creative, fertile energy, feminine energy, and healing energy outside of the dung. And the dung beetle did that heroic work to get her eggs to the top for the sunrise to hatch it out of the dung. So that's going to be symbolizing of Cancer, which is an awful word. So we're going to be saying Kepra, which is a beautiful word in the original. And of course, right, with the water element, we cannot forget that we also have the beautiful Serket, the scorpion-headed goddess. So this is, you guys, water elements, have a unique gift. Some of you guys, what I'm just getting off the bat, this unique gift that you have has to deal with healing. It could be when you're around animals. It could be when you're around people. It could be when you cook. It could be when you clean or do interior housework for people or organize their house or whatever it is that you do. It could be the littlest task, but it's just something unique that you do that just spreads love into people's world. This month of August, you're being guided to give somebody a compliment. You're being guided to just be a good person, just be kind to others and truly have compassion. It's a moment of humility. It's a moment of service work, humanitarianism, work for your community, work for your loved ones, work for your family. It's about service to yourself of love and spreading that love outward. I'm seeing this love going to be expanded out from your heart, pouring into a beautiful, expanded, beautiful rainbow goddess of a dragon, radical expansion of love, new blueprints, new ripple effects, new manifestations, new blueprints, and right? So new foundations of love. Beautiful karmic experiences are going to come right back to you this month. And it's because you're projecting love. Just a trip to the grocery store is going to just feel just like people are happier, people are nicer. Life is just better because you have compassion. You're accepting things for who they are, you're accepting people for who they are, and you're accepting yourself for who you are. Truly. If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom, and you guys are definitely letting go of that ego. And it's going to be for a beautiful way. I see that you're protected. Release fear, release doubts, release your programming to overanalyze and overthink, and you overuse the mind's function, its tool, because sometimes it can be crippling. We have the ether element here, which is the seamless, unspeakable. It's not about how much you can talk. And talking also goes as deep as your thought patterns, overthinking, right? It's about how much you can observe and how much you can just be and live and just let things unfold the way they're supposed to, without a sense of control, without fear, but instead love. Lastly, here for the water elements, you guys are being asked to dive into your bag of tricks. The violet flame is representative of your psychic toolbox, your psychic gifts, your unique gifts. You guys have gifts. Water elements has healing abilities, and it has to deal with their ability to be so nourishing, so feminine, so loving, so giving. Some of you actually have a divine feminine angel inside of the astral realm watching over you, whether that's a grandmother, a mother, a motherly figure that you didn't necessarily meet in this lifetime, but you do feel their presence as a guardian angel for you from another lifetime and from another experience. They are watching over you, they're protecting you, but you yourself are a light being. You yourself are a light being, and it's important to understand that it's time for you to dive into your ability to give love and compassion in the ways that you do that is so good. Dive into your psychic toolbox, your healing toolbox, your toolbox filled with all these magic, black magical, right, tricks of divine femininity and divine nature. The other side of the duality of this world that is necessary in our lives. This is love, this is compassion. So yes, you guys are going to be letting go of your ego, and you're going to have so much room for wisdom and growth. And it's going to be a lot of wealth, inner wealth, a lot of love. Just be from a place of receptivity. If you know better, do better. If you can give better, give better. Give someone a compliment. Bake somebody a pie. I don't know. Just be kind. That's what it's about for water elements for this month. It's going to come back to you tenfold. And it's not even like you guys are expecting it to come back. It's just, you're just doing it. So this is beautiful. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning into your reading for the month of August. Once again, make sure that you like this video if you're liking it. What are you doing right now? Why are you waiting? Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not, so I can help you along your spiritual journey and path without the gimmicks, without the propaganda, without the mainstream, but really detail-orientated stuff. Nevertheless, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into your reading. I love you all, and I'll see you guys inside of the next video. Love you, and bye-bye. To this. Thank you for the donation of $3. I appreciate you so much. I'm only just seeing it. I'm just trying to end the live stream. I guess I just hit exit. Hopefully it saves.